Where did this nickname come from, and why do they call you Baby Prince?
All right, so in 2016, I was in spring training with the A's, and Chris Davis, the left fielder, Chris Davis, he was with us. That was his first year with us, and at the time, with my batting stance, I had a toe tap like Prince Fielder, and so and I'm left-handed. I'm a big guy, and so one day in batting practice, I was in Chris Davis's BP group, and he was like, "Dang, Baby Prince! Like, I like what I'm seeing." Like, da da da. And then it just kind of stuck with me. And so every day in spring training, that's what he would call me. And then other people started calling me that. And so in 2016, when I got to the big leagues and we had our nickname weekend, that was really the only nickname people have given me, and it just kind of stuck around. It stuck around with me, and so ever since then, ever since I played with Chris, I haven't been called that, and I also no longer have my toe tap. But in that time frame, that's where that came from.
Well, you should have came out to 1999, baby.
That would have been very creative. Walk-up music is very key. So since the last time we had you on the show back in April, is there any stories off the field, funny stories within when you were living in Mexico, playing in Mexico, off the field that are good? I know we had a lot of good food stories the last time we had you on the show.
Off the field stories in Mexico?
Yep.
This winter we were playing in the playoffs, and my city that I played in Los Mochis, we're about 2 hours away from Culiacan, and we were actually actively playing in the playoffs where the Marines came in and got El Chapo's son in Culiacan.
Wow.
And so my wife was down there with me. Luckily, we were in another state playing, but the whole state of Sinaloa, which includes, it's like 6-7 hours from top to bottom to the state of Sinaloa, if you go north to south. So the whole state of Sinaloa was shut down because the cartel had burned vehicles and blocked the entries and exits of each city.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. It was nuts. Yeah, and we were 2.5 hours away from our home city. That was probably the most terrifying and yet interesting thing that happened in Mexico this year off the field. Everything else went kind of smoothly.
We are talking to former Athletics, Mets, and Giants catcher Bruce Maxwell. Bruce, who's your favorite this year? Who do you see going to the World Series this year? I know it's early. I know spring training, but you've seen some of the acquisitions some of these teams have made. The Yankees made for Rodon, and the Mets made some, and then the Dodgers made some, and then Philadelphia made some. Who are your picks? I know it's early, but if you were to choose two teams from the National League and the American League, who do you got?
In the National League, I got the Dodgers and the Padres. I think, me personally, I think the Dodgers are just I don't feel like, especially in the NL, I don't feel like you can bet. I don't think you can bet against them ever. I don't think it doesn't matter what kind of lineup they put out there. They compete. They're dogs, and at the end of the day, they show up when it matters, which is all the time. And so the Padres. Me personally, I feel like with the extension with Machado and just the whole group of guys that they have, moving Tatis to the outfield, and I feel like they're going to make a solid run, even stronger than they did a few seasons back, and so I don't think you can count either of those two out. In the AL, man, clearly you got the Yankees because at the end of the day, they got the salary cap, but also they got guys, and as long as their pitching staff stays healthy, I think they have a very, very solid chance of making it to the World Series. And honestly, other than that,
go ahead, say it.
God, I'm drawing
the Astros. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the Phillies might make their way back there too.
Whoa. Ooh. National League? All right, I like that.
Yeah,